So I have created a bunch of campaign items. Excuse me. And alright. So there are a few campaign items in here with so they are different. They are so a couple of them are creative services, special sections, and test, um, ad spec, AM/PM reports. So they all start after June 28th and go up till February 10th. Okay, so we can see the dates over here. It says June 28th over here because it fell before this end date. So Newsark Ads is the owner of all the revenue schedule custom which start after June 28th, and end up to October 7th. And then Ken Clark is the owner, and then till the end, from till 2020, this is the owner. However, yeah, our end date is 2/10/2019. So according to that, Emilia is not the owner for any of the revenue schedule customs. We already have a owner till 2/10/2019. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to check the report over here to check that we don't have any duplicates. So I'm gonna go through most of them one by one. So over here we have the campaign item, which where the from date is this and end date. So basically it runs for two. Hold on, please. Let me open this up separately. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I get a little confused in that in the report, so I tend to open it like this. So we have this this campaign item, which runs for 2 weeks from 5/28 to till 6/10. So we have these two dates over here: sales week date range, 5/28 to 6/3, and then 6/4 to 6/10. So let me just check that in the report again. Yeah. So over here, this from and until date is for the campaign item. I need the dates for revenue schedule custom records. Here it is. So revenue schedule custom record. So basically we have the date range. So this is the first week and this is the second week. Like that we have this one running for 2 weeks, and this one in this campaign item this one is running for several weeks. So it starts on 5/28. Let's just check the start and until date, from and until date. So yeah, so from date is 5/28 and until date is 7/22 for this campaign item. So according to that, there are several revenue schedule custom records under this one. This is the AM/PM reports, and in this one we have 5/28 to 6/3, 6/4 to 6/10, 6/11 to 6/17, 18 to 24, 25 to 7/1, 7/2 to 7/8, 9 to 15, and 16 to 22. So different records for each week. None of them is a duplicate. All of them are owned by Newsark Ads. And let's see over here another one. This is another AM/PM report, and here AM/PM reports, and this for this one the campaign item starts on 5/28 and ends at 7/22. Okay, it's yeah. And for this one again we have all these revenue schedule customs. None of them are duplicates. All of them are different from each other, different date ranges. Then we have this one where it runs for this campaign item which runs for 2 weeks from 6/18 to 7/01. So we have two revenue schedule customs created under that, and same with this one from 6/18 to 7/01. This one is from 7/09 to 722, again 2 weeks. And we can see the revenue schedule custom records date range. It starts from 7/9 to 7/15 and then 7/16 to 7/22. So these are the two records. Then we have these are all AMBM reports, test data, test ad spec. Okay, so here we have the creative services. Now this creative services campaign item, it runs from 8/6/2018 to 2/10/2019. It's basically it is for it runs for several weeks, but since it's a creative service, so that's why we create only one revenue schedule custom which runs for the first week, that is from 8/6 to 8/12/2018. Okay, and you can check the amount net 3. You can check amount net 3 for all of them. So over here for this one, for this campaign item we have two revenue schedule customs, and amount net 3 for both of them is $300 each. The total amount net 3 on campaign item is $600. Okay, so they are equally distributed. For this one you can see that there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 revenue schedule customs. And so in these 10 revenue schedule customs, so for this campaign item the amount net 3 is $424. Now if you divide $424 by 10 revenue schedule customs, basically we are dividing all of them with the same distribution. It would be 42.40 USD. Okay, so like that these are created. We have this one, that's a special section, emergency preparedness. So this is a special section campaign item. For this one, it runs from 8/20/2018 to February 10th 2019, and we can see that there is only one revenue schedule custom created which runs for the first week. So the start date and the end date, the date range basically in this revenue schedule custom is August 20 to August 26th. Okay, and that's the amount net 3. So this is how you can test this from this report. Okay, now I'm gonna apply some let's see, let me just delete a few of them and then I'll recreate them again. Let's just delete all of them. Okay, I'll recreate a few of them again. Before that I have to mention campaign type. So let's suppose this is sponsorship, so we'll save it. Campaign type is sponsorship. That means that now the special discount would be a 50%. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a few more campaign items. So hold on, let me create that and I'll get back. Okay, so I have these, I'm creating these campaign items, 2 of creative services, 2 of special section, and 2 test ad spec, 1 of AAA, 1 of triple B, and I'm creating them for the same dates, same quantity, and save this. So now we are going to test the discount that is applied on the campaign items. Okay, so if I scroll down, I'll let's see, let's open them up one by one. So let's suppose this one. So this is creative services, and in this one what happens is that we apply a 50% discount, and for this one if we check the ad price, the list price is $218 US, and there are no rates steps in here. So the list price is copied to the sales price, and then on this sales price we calculate the amount the list price total amount. So what happens is that we multiply that with the quantity and frequency. Since frequency is 1 and quantity is 2, so 218 multiplied by 2 becomes 436, which we can see right over here. And after that, on this amount, the amount that you see over here, we apply a 50% discount, which you can see on the special discount field. So we apply this 50% discount on that, and it reduces to be $218. Okay, now let's go back. So this one is same as above, but yeah, but the ad price is different. Okay, so if I open this up, and you can see the ad price in this one is $47. We don't have any rate steps, so that $47 become our sales price. And since quantity is 2, so we multiply that with 2. Frequency is 1, so multiply that with 1, and we get $94 as the amount, and we apply 50% discount on that, so we get amount net 3 as $47. Okay, now let's take the other one. So I'm just gonna explain all of them as an example how it's calculating. So this one is a special section. So in special section, we see that this is the ad price, and in this ad price we don't have any rate steps. We have a list price of $350, so that $350 become our sales price on the campaign item, and this 350 is multiplied by the quantity and frequency. Since frequency is 1, quantity is 2, that becomes $700 as the amount, and we apply 50% discount on this $700, that becomes $350, and we get one revenue schedule custom created over here. Okay, now if we go to the other special section campaign item, so in this one the ad price is different. So we see that the ad price is $500. We don't have any rate steps, and if we check the campaign item, we have the sales price over here, which is $500 multiplied by quantity and frequency, that becomes $1,000, which is the amount, and applying 50% discount, then that becomes $500 again. Okay, we have only one revenue schedule custom created for this, which is because this is a special section. Okay, so for special section and creative services, we create only one revenue schedule custom record for the first week of the campaign item when it's running. So let's go to the test ad spec. In this one, we can go to the ad price, and in this one we have rate steps, but what happens is that since the line described over here is open rate, that means on media campaign the rate is an open rate. That's why we don't apply any of the rate steps. We take the list price as sales price, multiplied by quantity and frequency, that becomes $600 as amount. Applying a 50% discount becomes $300. Okay, and we have these revenue schedule custom records created, one for each week, which you can see over here. None of them is a duplicate. You can check out the dates. So 6/4 to 6/10, 11 to 17, 18 to 24, 25 to 1, 2 to 8, 9 to 15, 16 to 22, 23, 29, 30 to 5, 6 to 12, 13, 19, 20, 26, 27, 9, oh sorry, 27, 2, 3, 9, 10, 16, 17, 23, 24, 30, 1, 7, 8, 14, 15, 21, 22, 28, 29, 4, 5, 11, 12, 18, 19, 24, 25, 26, 2, 3, 9, 10, 16, 17, 23, and 24, 30. That is correct. So we have different revenue schedule customs. All of them right over here you can check out the revenue schedule owner IDs as well. So these are all unique, none of them are duplicate records. Now the last one, in this one as well, we have since it's an open rate, so in the ad price we'll just check the list price and we won't go for the rate steps. There's no rate in here, it's an open rate. So according to that, the list price becomes $1,000 multiplied by quantity and frequency. That becomes $2,000 as amount, and if 50% discount is applied on that, we get the amount net 3 as $1,000. So that is how that is created. And we also have the revenue schedule custom records, which you can check that they are not duplicate. You can go ahead and check the dates over here. However, they are exactly same as the previous campaign item. Okay, so we have these different campaign items created for that. Now, as indicated in the email sent by Melissa, what we need to do is, when it's a sponsorship, when the campaign type is sponsorship and we create campaign items, what we have to do is we have to click on the calculate discounts button to calculate all the discounts. So I'm gonna click on that, which will run Melissa's flow, and I need to plug in the charger. So hold on. Before I do that, let's refresh the media campaign and check for the calculation. So the gross amount is $4,830 and amount net 3 is $3,830, which I think is correct. And now if you see, it has divided the 50% discount applied on all of the campaign items, so that's divided over here. Discount applied now is 20.70 on all of them. Okay, so that is how it is calculated. Well, let me pause this video and plug in the charger first before moving ahead. Okay, so that is how it works with the campaign type as sponsorship and rate as open rate. So I'm gonna pause this video again, and I'm creating a new media campaign with a different rate card and with the same campaign type as sponsorship, and then we'll test that. Okay, so I created a new media campaign where campaign type is sponsorship and the rate is 8 weeks rate, and I'm creating these 4 campaign items. 2 of them are test ad specs and one is creative services, one is special section. So let's create this, and then we'll check the amount and amount net 3 according to the rate. Okay, so now since it's a sponsorship, so 50% discount is applied. Now I will click on this button once I need to check whether the discount was applied on these campaign items or not correctly. So I'm gonna open them up one by one. So the first campaign item is test ad spec AAA, where we have this ad price, and since the rate is 8 weeks rate, that's why if you go ahead and check that, so since the rate is 8 weeks rate, we get the rate calculation quantity as 8 and we have a quantity as 5. So we check this rate calculation quantity and we go to the ad price. We check the rate steps, and in this the rate calculation quantity falls under this from and up to limit over here from 8 to 12. So that's why we applied $250 as the sales price. So we go back to campaign item and we see sales price is now $250, and since we have to multiply that with the quantity and the frequency, so that means 250 multiplied by 5, which becomes $1,250. So we get $1,250 from here as the amount, and then we apply a 50% discount which becomes $625. Okay, so that means a 50% discount was applied on the sales price multiplied by quantity. So after that, you can also check the revenue schedule customs. None of them are repeating, so we don't have any duplicates. You can check the date range, so we don't have duplicates in here, and we end it on December 30th 2018. Okay, now let me go back to the other campaign item, which is this one. So in this one as well, since it's an 8 weeks rate, so we apply the rate calculation quantity as 8, and we open the ad price in a new window, and we can see that in this one, if you see that the quantity, the rate calculation quantity falls under this range, so that means the sales price for us is $900. So if you go back to campaign item, check out the sales price, that's $900 over here, and we multiply that with quantity and frequency, so that's 900 multiplied by 5, which becomes $4,500 as amount. Now if a discount of 50% is applied to that, which you can see over here as a special discount, then that becomes $2,250 as the amount net 3. You can also check the revenue schedule custom records, and you can check their owners. So the owner in this one is Newshawk Ads till the end, and you can also check that the records are not duplicate. They are individual record, they are unique, and they are for 1 week each, starting from 7/9/2018 and ending on 12/30/2018. Okay, apart from that, we have these two, which one is the creative services. In creative services, again, if you see that if you go to the ad price, you'll see that we don't have any rate steps, hence we use the list price of this ad service, ad price as the sales price over here in campaign item, which we multiply by 5. So 47 multiplied by 5 is 235, right? Yeah, so that's 235, and if we apply a 50% discount on 235, so that becomes $117.50 as amount net 3. And since this is a creative services campaign item, hence we create only one revenue schedule custom, which runs for the first week, where you can see the date range for the first week of the campaign item, which is owned by Newshawk Ads. You can also see the amount net 3 on the campaign, the revenue schedule custom record. Okay, now if we let's close this and hold on. Also, since this is a creative services, so in that case we do not apply the rate calculation quantity in this one, so that's why nothing is applied in here, and we just use the same list price. And if we go to special section, in special section you can see that we have the rate calculation quantity as 8, since the rate on media campaign is 8 weeks rate. And in ad price, now in this ad price we don't have any rate steps, so we will use the list price as is. And if we go back, we are using that list price as the sales price in this campaign item, and we multiply that with the quantity and the frequency, which becomes $2,500. And once the 50% discount is applied to that, amount net 3 is $1,250. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that we are checking the discounts in there, which gets calculated after the code is run. I also forgot one more thing, that since it's a special section, that's why the revenue schedule custom is only one record, which is in the first week of the date range. So that's from 7/9/18 to 7/15/18, the first week of this range. Okay. Now let's get back, and since it's a sponsorship campaign type, hence we click on the calculate discounts and we calculate the discounts. Okay, and refresh the page. So now you can see that out of the total of this amount, the gross amount is 8485, and the amount net 3 is 7484.99, and we get a special discount of 11.78550 percent divided in all 4 of them equally, right? So let me just take my calculator out. Okay, so amount net 3 1102.68, 396.65, 207.30, 225.36. That becomes 7484.99, which you can see right over here, 7484.99. And let's calculate the amount as well. Sorry. Let's calculate the amount as well. 1250 plus 4500 plus 235 plus, that becomes $8485, which you can see over here as the gross amount. Okay. So that's with the campaign items when we create them under campaign type sponsorship with rate 8 weeks rate. That is how the rate is calculated for all of them. So that is how that works. Now I would like to test the same with campaign type in trade. So I'm gonna stop this video and I'll create a new one for that.